Good evening and welcome to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
Total, Baldwin faces 32 charges.
Saturday, I went to Woodchuck Saloon.
Too much temperature change.
1310 meteorologist.
2 as well. Visions from Tanner Spink.
Go to 2-1.
2 with 6 and 10 on the year.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
And welcome back to Laker Connections. It's time for the Wheelhouse Wires. Aaron and I take a look at the Oswego State men's hockey team's matchups this weekend. Aaron, an old friend, comes to town tomorrow. What are we looking at?
Yes. Okay, folks, this time it's for real. The Oswego State men's hockey team will open their season in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena against the Hobart Statesmen. The Laker faithful remember Hobart for knocking them out of the NCAA tournament back in 2019 by a final score of 4-1. Travis Broman and Josh LeBlanc, let's just say they remember that loss pretty well. Brian, what are we looking at for this matchup against the Hobart Statesmen?
Well, there's no grace period for this team right now. They're right into it. I mean, this is a Hobart program that is in the NCAA tournament. It feels like year in, year out. At least they're in the discussion year in, year out. And this is a team that, remember, came to MCC and absolutely shocked the Lakers 3 years ago, in that NCAA tournament, then beat them again in November of 2019. At the end of the day, this is just, you take a look at the history, this is a matchup that the Lakers have won most of their games in. However, the thing is, the last 3 out of 4, Hobart's won. So recent history has been with Hobart. You can take a look, lost 4-3 last time. The last time Hobart was in the Ice Arena here at MCC, they took care of business in the NCAA tournament, absolutely shocked the Lakers.
Yes, they were here last January with a loss of 4-3. That was a weekend of, funny enough, it was, it was Utica, another orange and dark blue team. Yeah. Utica and Elmira played each other. They did fall to Elmira, and that one we'll get to Elmira in just a second. But Kosick did this for a reason. We talked to him today, and he said that get these games out of the way now and perform, so that way, they're kind of done with come pairwise time, come looking to see if you're going to get a bid, looking to, get into the SUNY playoffs time. And again, it shows you, Gosick and Whitelaw early on what they're looking at for their team this season, because these are the types of teams that not only are they going to play come NCAA tournament time, they want to play come NCAA tournament time. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup. Josh LeBlanc said to me today he's going to have a little bit of fire underneath his skates because he didn't play in the last Hobart matchup. All right, following that matchup against the Statemen, the Lakers will take the road for the first time this season to visit the Elmira Soaring Eagles on Saturday night. Oswego will look to make it a happy Halloween in the Port City if they can lose out opening weekend with a W. Brian, it says Aaron in the teleprompter, but Brian, what are we looking at here? I stole your reader.
You did steal my reader. That's why it says Aaron, because
what a week, what a day we're having here.
We're having a time. We're having the time of our lives. Here's the biggest thing. No matter what the result is on Friday, this Lakers team, they gotta stay focused against Elmira, right? You look at this schedule and you look at this week and you say, all right, Hobart's the big game this weekend, right? Can't forget about Elmira. This is still a decent Elmira team. They're going to go on the road to face. No matter what happens, if you lose, can't hang your head. You got to bounce back and get that win. Get that win on Saturday. If you win against Hobart, you got to stay focused. You can't have a letdown game. You can't let it be a trap game. Listen, these are 2 games where the Lakers are going to have. These are tough opponents this weekend, right? We talked about with Hobart. Coach Gosick is not hesitating with who he's throwing at this team. They want to see where they're at. And Elmira is another pretty good measuring stick to see where this team's at.
Yes, I agree. Hobart is the bigger this game this weekend, but I'm actually really interested to see how the Lakers play in this one. This is a game 2 years ago that I personally felt they should have won, and they didn't. They lost 4-3 back in January of 2020. Wow, that's crazy to think about, isn't it? Utica, Hobart, Geneseo, those are the big games. Those are the teams that are going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Right.
Geneseo, they're going to be facing in the SUNYAC. For the majority of this year, they got 2 against them, and then I imagine there's going to be a nice little playoff game come SUNYAC playoff
Hopefully.
time. But, if you can't beat teams like Elmira, I don't know if you can really expect to beat teams like the Hobart Statesmen, like the Knights of Geneseo, and like some of those other teams. So it'll be their first game on the road this season as well. So that will be super interesting. We are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's time for Laker Showdown. Jake Johnson is going to join us. It's going to be spooktacular. You're watching Laker Connections on WTOP-10.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis. CF is a genetic disease that shortens lives. When the foundation was founded in 1955, children with CF rarely lived long enough to attend kindergarten. Today, thanks to the foundation's groundbreaking research, advocacy, and care, some people with CF are attending college, getting married, and starting families. We've made amazing progress, but until a cure is found for all people with CF, we will not stop. Help us add tomorrows. Visit cff.org today.
Is there a danger hiding in your home? Unused opioid medicines could harm your family. Find your unused opioid pills, patches, or syrups and learn how to dispose of them safely at fda.gov/drug disposal.
Good evening and welcome back to Laker Connections. I'm your moderator, Jake Johnson. A spooky edition of Laker Showdown coming your way. 3 spooky questions, 3 terrifying rounds, and 1 ghouly winner. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Absolutely, let's get it.
The Oswego State men's hockey team has been notoriously known as a fast and physical hockey team. In 2019 and 2020, they committed 142 penalties and spent a total of 409 minutes in the sin bin. Coach Gosick said that in order to make the NCAA tournament, the team's power play needs to be above 25%. With a much newer team this year and guys who have never faced the officiating of the NCAA refs, do they play above 25% or below? Brian, you begin.
Well, listen, I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sold on whether this power play unit is going to be able to get to that number, and not because I don't think this team is talented. I think this is one of the more talented teams that we've seen in our time at Oswego here in the last few years. The biggest issue, I think, right now is chemistry on this team. When I talked to Coach Gosick earlier today, one of the big things he talked about in that Utica game about why Utica's power play was so effective, they scored 4 out of 8 times against the Oswego penalty kill, was he talked about chemistry, how Utica played last year. This Oswego team's relatively new. I think at the end of the year, the second half of the year, I think they're going to play above 25%. I just think it's going to take them a little while to get going, which is why overall I don't think they're going to get there.
This power play this year, folks, is going to be a monster mash for other teams. It's going to be a lot of fun. Listen, I'm going to say this. This is just not for the power play, but this goes for the team in general. 2 years ago, this had a really talented roster with a lot of guys who had a lot of talent, but they didn't play together, if that makes sense. These guys, and they've talked about it a ton this year too, they look like they're playing together. They look like they're playing as one, which is really exciting to see. And that is exactly what you need in order to execute the power play. Man, this thing is annoying. To execute the power play. And that's exactly what I think they're going to do. Travis Broman, Josh Block, Trent Grimshaw, Tyler Antonucci.
Yeah, but all right, hey, Dr. Rudman gets the point. When we are going to get to the next topic here, the Oswego State men's soccer team has made the SUNYAC playoffs in back-to-back seasons for the first time since 2008-2009. Brian Terra was a part of that team that lost to Cortland in extra penalty kicks. He He had a terrific year in 2019 with a .96 goal allowed average and a .819 save percentage. Is he the X factor to a victory over the Red Dragons, or will someone else can clutch up for the Lakers? Aaron, you're going to kick this one off.
Wow, I like that, Jake. Soccer pun there. No, I'm not going to say Brian Terra. I'm going to go with Kyle Genrich. We've been saying all show and all season that the key is going to be you have to score the ball, and that's exactly what Kyle Genrich does. He has the most goals on the team. He has the most points on the team, and if you have to score in order to win games, and that's exactly what the Lakers need to do in this playoff game against SUNY Oswego. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's Kyle Genrich and the Laker offense for this one.
See,
gotta
here's the
score
thing.
to win games.
Here's the thing. Brian Terra has to be on top of his game, right? We have to see 2019 Brian Terra in order for the Lakers to win this game, because at the end of the day, you saw they only scored one goal across the entire weekend last weekend. Brian Terra, we got to see the Brian Terra of old. We got to see him step up, because at the end of the day, this Oneonta offense and defense are incredibly talented. It's going to be tough to score it's going to be tough to score multiple goals against this defense. So you got to play lockdown on your own. Brian Terra's
but you got to score to win. Score to win. We've been saying it all season.
It's crunch time for the Lakers. Kyle Genrich has got to start this off. Final question for you guys. It's a spooktastic question. It's a ranking of the 5 best candies for Halloween. I gave this list to Aaron and Brian and had them rank them 1 through 5. Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Nerds, Reese's, and Milk Duds. All right, guys, give it to me. How do you order these delicious treats into your top 5?
All right, here's the deal, folks. We're going to go. I got number 1. We're going to see my picks up here in a second, but I did write it down. Reese's is number 1. Peanut butter chocolate, that is a winning combination right there, so I'm going to go with that. Nerds, nice and sweet at number 2. Milk Duds, love my chocolate. That's why I'm putting that at number 3. I'm not a huge Skittles guy. They're a little too sour for me. I'm a bigger M&M guy.
Did you just say Skittles are sour?
Yeah, a little bit.
What about Sour Patch Kids?
And then, of course, Sour Patch Kids. They're going to be number 5. Oh, our graphics director, Lee Clark, put them in one nice graphic for us. So look at that.
Oh, how fantastic. See, here's the correct rankings of these. Sour Patch Kids, number 1. Love them. Sour and sweet, fantastic.
Sour Patch Kids at 1? Oh, look.
Skittles, I love Skittles. I ate a bunch of Skittles the other day. My mom sent me some candy for Halloween. Very nice. Love you, Mom. Appreciate it. Love it. Nerds, Milk Duds. I'm not a big peanut butter fan. I don't like peanut butter.
Peanut butter and chocolate, that is a winning combination.
I know that's not a very popular opinion. I'm not a peanut butter guy, which is why I got Reese's at the bottom. But that's just for me. I understand why people
at the bottom of this list.
Because I just don't like peanut butter.
Yeah, but dude, like in general, like peanut butter and chocolate. Like,
I just don't like peanut butter.
They're number 1, as Matthew Drexler once said. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. They're number 1 in the candy conference every single year.
What?
Exactly.
That's a new one.
That's a good question. Why is Nerds?
All right, well, hey, speaking of moms here, my mom knows which one I'm picking here. It's Brian Runman. We got to go Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Nerds. Come on. What kind of question is that, Brian? 2-1 on the year.
My mask is even broken.
Again.
Yeah.
My mask is even broken.
I couldn't even see throughout this thing.
What a show. What a show.
I mean, we got a spooktacular weekend coming up.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everybody.
It should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to the hockey game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen. Josh LeBlanc said to me today, there's going to be a little bit of fire underneath these guys.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't even play in that last one. And, folks, let me make a statement to you right now. If Josh LeBlanc is scoring hat tricks, watch out.
Yeah.
You look like a unicorn right now with glitter all over.
And
so much glitter. All right, folks. That's
I'm feeling jolly.
Tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Hockey Night in Oswego at 6:30 as the Lakers face off with the Hobart Statesmen. For Aaron Valentino, Jake Johnson, our entire Laker Connections crew here at WTOP-10. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Enjoy Halloween. We'll see you tomorrow.
Got it in again.
On WTOP-10 Nightly News, SUNY Oswego Dining has issued a challenge for students. We'll tell you how you can participate.
And a controversial speaker is making a reappearance at the SUNY Oswego campus. Who the guest is and what they will be talking about.
Plus, a furry friend is looking for a home, where you can fill out the adoption papers.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Casey DeSalle.
And I'm Mia Dirks.
Freedom Speech Representative Charisse Trump is returning to campus on April 2nd at 6:30 p.m. in the space. As the executive director of Speech First, Trump leads litigation filed by students' members against universities that violate free speech. Trump, who has no relation to the former president, will discuss freedom of speech topics focusing on speech within university settings. The event is being hosted by the College Republicans and Turning Point USA.
Trump visited campus last year to speak in a similar event, which caused controversy between student and staff members alike. The moderated conversation became more contentious as the event finished. Some students worried Trump's presence on campus threatened the safety of minority groups, such as LGBTQ+ and Black community members. College Republican members said they did not intend to cause any harm, and Trump was only there to speak about First Amendment rights of all Americans.
Registration for fall 2024 is right around the corner, and here are a few tips to help the process go smoothly. By using the Check Your Registration Status link under the fall 2024 term on My Oswego, you can learn a lot of information like when you can register, if you have any holds that will prevent registration, and if an alternate PIN is required for you to register.
As tax deadlines are quickly approaching, SUNY Oswego's tax assistance program will soon return to Fulton and Oswego. The Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, also known as VITA, helps community members file their taxes through an IRS-certified program. There are sessions scheduled for the coming weeks to help taxpayers out, happening on Tuesdays in the Fulton location and Saturdays in Oswego. Those interested should also bring W-2s, 1099 forms, IDs, and any other relevant tax information to start the process. If you would like help this tax season, you can call 315-596-2551 to schedule an appointment.
The Financial Aid Office will be hosting FAFSA completion events for students that are having trouble completing the forms. The events will be held in room 206 in the Marano Campus Center on March 18th, 21st, and 27th from 1 to 3 p.m., on April 2nd from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m., and April 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. Students should bring a copy of 2022 federal tax returns for themselves and their contributors.
Oswego Mayor Robert Corradino announced an upcoming meeting today meant to discuss the city's property reevaluation. Following criticism from councilors, the meeting aims to help explain increases in property tax in the area. On March 11th, property owners raised questions about the reevaluation process, but were not offered clear answers, so the mayor set aside time to provide proper information at the upcoming forum. The meeting, scheduled for this Wednesday at 7 p.m., will be live streamed on YouTube and will also be open to the public.
Spring officially starts tomorrow, but the spring weather is not here quite yet.
And this morning's dusting of snow was definitely a surprise for me. So let's take a first look at your forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Brendan Rice. Brendan?
Well, you may have been getting used to the warmer weather last week. Alas, it was not here to stay. Just a few moments ago, it was snowing out here, but we're in a bit of a calm period. Regardless, Oswego is still under a winter weather advisory until tomorrow morning. Expected effects include lake effect snow bands and some gustier conditions. Although that advisory might expire tomorrow morning, the cold and snow is here to stay. As this week we'll see possible more accumulations occurring. But first, more of that later. First, back to the desk.
The names for the panelists to be featured at Career Services Women's Empowerment Summit in March have been revealed and include presenters from across the entertainment space. A Woman of Impact panel will be moderated by Star Trek actress Robin Curtis and will feature Jennifer Nooner, Christine Whiting, Chelsea Giovo, and Adriana Lowe. A later Woman in Entertainment panel will also feature Robin Curtis, alongside Christina Galvin and Kayla Skipper. The event will take place from 4 to 7 p.m. on March 26th in the Marano Campus Center.
Two new events focused on the history of printmaking are coming soon to SUNY Oswego's Tyler Art Gallery. The current exhibition, which showcases prints from the Grant Arnold collection, focuses on prominent lithographers in the area. Remembering Grant Arnold, taking place this Saturday, March 23rd, focuses on Arnold's collection of American-made prints. Shortly after, on Wednesday the 27th, the gallery will host another event revealing a rare copy of Langston Hughes's Scottsboro Limited, one that features etchings printed by Arnold. The exhibition will be featured until March 30th.
SUNY Oswego Dining Services is launching an exciting new challenge. Today marked the start of the Oswego Passport Challenge. Students can pick up a dining passport at any of the campus's dining locations. Students then must get their passport stamped at each dining location. Once the passport has been completed, students can drop them off at any location on the card by April 8th. No purchases are required to receive a stamp. Students who complete their passport are eligible to win College Store gift cards and Laker dining dollars. The winners will be announced April 9th.
And if you plan to view April 8th's total solar eclipse, you'll need a pair of eclipse glasses to do so safely. SUNY Oswego's box office is offering members of the campus a free pair. Funding for the glasses was provided through an auxiliary services grant. You can reserve your pair online at the box office website. The glasses are available at MCC during box office hours from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Additional pairs are $2 each.
Governor Kathy Hochul is launching a statewide effort to protect New Yorkers ahead of the total solar eclipse on Monday, April 8th. The effort includes the distribution of limited edition I Love New York eclipse glasses at 30 locations across the state. You can find the glasses at New York State welcome centers and select service areas along the Thruway, as well as a reminder to be wary of scams.
Still ahead tonight, stay tuned as we discuss Trump's financial struggles involving his court case bond.
Plus, Putin remains in power, how he secured another term when WTOP-10 Nightly News returns.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Brendan Rice. Here's a quick look at your weather headlines. Right now, there's still a winter weather advisory, plus winter surprise return, and where is spring? Plus some strong wind gusts ahead, especially during this week. So getting right into it, that winter weather advisory is over 3 counties right now, including here in Oswego and in Watertown. Some possible lake effect snow bands, mostly occurring north of us for tonight, probably heading into the Tug Hill, but tomorrow we could be looking at some more here in Oswego. Now, New York, pretty famously, you might think there might be 4 seasons, but a lot of people online might argue otherwise. Right now, if we've already previously had full spring and then pretty recently had that spring of deception with this past week, some really warm temperatures out there, I'd say right now we're in about our 3rd winter before we get to real spring. But it's going to be a long stretch. Right now, looking at those cold fronts moving in, this is our current conditions here on Monday. As we go into Tuesday, you see that front move out, and this a cold front moving right into our region. That's going to bring with it some snow into Tuesday and Wednesdays. Lake effect showers persist through most of the day. And we head into Thursday with even more cold weather on the way. And so, might still be pretty chilly out there for quite some time, especially during the rest of this week. Snow totals in the area, we could be looking at about 1 to 2 inches from tonight to Wednesday morning. Some more localized areas, maybe near Fulton and the Tug Hill Plateau. As well as, remember, commute conditions. We're going to be looking probably by Tuesday, in the morning especially, some probable rough conditions, some heavy accumulation of snow. And then by Wednesday, again, there's going to be snow pretty much continuous throughout the next 2 days, as well as a pretty good chance for some ice accumulation on the roads. So remember, when you're out there driving on the snow, be careful. Remember, skidding is always a possibility. Check your tires for ice and snow, and remove ice and snow from your car. At your 7-day forecast, as you can tell, chilly temperatures for this time of year. Starting off this week, it's going to be getting in maybe up to the 40s by this Wednesday. But again, snow and windy conditions persist with those low time temperatures getting really down there. That's going to persist through most of this week. Thursday, a really good chance for some ice. As we head more into the end of this week, temperatures may continue to be low with some more snow, but possibly by next week, some warm weather could be finally here in Oswego. That's all from me. Back to the desk.
Trump's attorney spoke with a New York appeals court saying getting the bond is, quote, a practical impossibility. Trump's legal team says they have reached out to 30 underwriters to back the bond. However, potential insurers are seeking cash to back the bond, not properties. According to Trump's lawyers, Trump is asking the court to delay posting the bond until the appeal of the ruling is over. Right now, the bond is due at the end of the month.
President Joe Biden spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for the first time in more than a month today. The call came during rising tensions between the two leaders over the war between Israel and Hamas. According to the White House, the leaders discussed the importance of getting more badly needed humanitarian aid into Gaza. The phone call follows Biden's support of a speech by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who called for new Israeli elections that could threaten Netanyahu's ouster. Schumer is the highest-ranking Jewish official in the U.S. government.
Putin easily secures his position as Russia's president in a stage-managed election. Minutes after the polls closed, Russian officials reported Putin led with nearly 90% of the vote. Putin faced no credible challenge to his rule. Most of the opposition candidates for the presidency are either dead, jailed, or exiled, with dissent being outlawed since the beginning of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Although the result was inevitable, election remained important to the Kremlin as a means of confirming Putin's authority. Putin will now rule until at least 2030, making him Russia's longest-serving leader since Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin.
The Israeli Prime Minister is defending his plan to invade Rafah. Over 1 million are trapped and starving. Amy Kiley has the latest on U.S. efforts to help them before it's too late.
The U.S. is voicing concerns over civilian safety in Gaza, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu doubling down yesterday on his vow to invade Rafah.
The majority of Israelis support the policies that we're leading. Go into Rafah, destroy the remaining Hamas terrorist battalions.
He promises to evacuate the more than 1 million civilians there, but U.S. officials are skeptical.
The evacuation, they call it humanitarian islands, and we welcome any credible plan to take care of them, but we haven't seen it yet.
Getting innocent people out could be even harder than getting aid in. That's so difficult, the U.S. and other countries are building a floating dock to access Rafah by water.
It's going to probably take about 6 to 8 weeks or so for all the pieces to get in place and for it to become operational.
President Joe Biden is reiterating his call for a ceasefire and a two-state solution.
This is the only path for lasting peace and security.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer calls Netanyahu an obstacle to such peace. He says Israel should hold a new election when the war winds down, drawing this response yesterday.
It's inappropriate for to go to a sister democracy and try to replace the elected leadership there.
The fact that Israel's most staunch defender in the U.S. Congress, Chuck Schumer, should be making these remarks should be an earthquake in Israel.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The European Union is working with Egypt to handle refugees. It announced $8 billion worth of new support yesterday.
President Biden is signing a new executive order to support women's health research. The White House says the order will prioritize women's health across federal agencies. That includes looking at gaps in federal funding when it comes to health issues that affect women, such as menopause, arthritis, and heart disease. Biden has repeatedly signaled that reproductive health is a key part of his re-election campaign.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, how Mr. Beast aims to break records with Amazon's help.
And the new bill in the Senate that may shorten your week by a day.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Now in consumer news, Oswego Health will be opening the new Center for Mobility and Rehabilitation as part of the Manor. The center will benefit anyone who needs physical therapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy before they can return home. Special attention can also be given to patients following surgery, an accident, stroke, joint replacement, or a fall. The opening ceremony will take place at the Manor tomorrow from 3 to 6 p.m. and is open to everyone. A ribbon cutting with the Greater Oswego Fulton Chamber of Commerce will take place at 4 p.m.
If you turn to Keurig for your morning coffee, the company will soon be offering a more sustainable alternative. They recently unveiled the K-Round. Instead of plastic cups, the coffee is bound by a safe-to-ingest seaweed coating. To use the new pods, you'll need to purchase a new machine, the Keurig Alta. Currently, the K-Cups plastic containers are filling landfills. The new product has developed in collaboration with the Swiss company Delicia.
And a new bill in the Senate aims to shorten the U.S. workweek to 4 days. But some people worry that this change would do more harm than good. Jen Sullivan explains both sides of the situation.
How does a 4-day work week sound? Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders wants to make that a reality, proposing a bill that would cut the work week down to 32 hours without reduced pay.
The sad reality is Americans now work more hours than the people of any other wealthy nation.
In many European countries, employees have shorter work weeks. France has a federally mandated 35-hour work week. Denmark has a 37-hour work week. Belgium has adopted a 4-day work week. And the UK recently tested the idea. 61 companies did a trial run of the 4-day work week between June and December of 2022. The director of the 4-day week campaign talked about the results last fall.
It was overwhelmingly successful.
Nearly 90% of the businesses that participated in the pilot were still operating with the 4-day work week 1 year later. 31 of those companies have made the change permanent.
When workers have that 4-day week, 32 hours, no loss of pay, they come back into the workplace working much more effectively, efficiently, they're better rested, also more creative.
The program also found revenue remained the same during the trial, and in some cases even ticked up slightly. Critics, though, worry it could hurt employers and employees in the future.
They would ship those jobs overseas, or they would automate to replace those workers for whom they have an increased expense, or they would dramatically increase prices to make this stay afloat.
Some unions support the bill, but it's unlikely to pass in the Senate. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The 40-hour workweek was first introduced in 1940, which is another reason Sanders says that it's time for a change.
YouTuber Mr. Beast has signed a deal with Amazon for a new reality competition on Prime Video called Beast Games. Mr. Beast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, says the show will feature a $5 million prize and over 1,000 contestants. He hopes it will break records and become the largest game show in history. Netflix's Squid Game, The Challenge, has previously claimed the record for most contestants and biggest cash prize.
And our sports reporter Ryan Joyce is here to give us his report and the latest in sports. So Ryan, can you give us a quick preview?
March Madness, baseball around the corner, and Oswego sports coming up after this break on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back, everyone, to WTOP-10 News. I'm Ryan Joyce with your Monday Night Sports Report. The Oswego men's lacrosse team picked up a huge win on the weekend, 16-7 on Saturday, beating undefeated Alfred State. The Lakers were led by freshman Garrett Elston, who punched in 4 goals for Lakers, moving his goal total to 10 on the year, while 8 other Lakers chipped in goals as well. Sophomore Seamus Hand had 20 saves on the day, helping the Lakers win in his first year at goaltender. The Lakers face off next versus Utica Pioneers on Wednesday at the Laker Turf at 4 p.m. Charlie Grigas finished his prestigious Oswego wrestling career Saturday, finishing 5th in the NCAA tournament in the 174-pound bracket. After this weekend, Grigas cemented himself as a 3-time All-American in a season where he also broke the Oswego matches won record with over 130 wins in his career and 30 this season. 2 teams in Central New York are gearing up for postseason play as the Syracuse women's basketball team made the field as a 6th seed, and the Lemoyne women's basketball team will play in the women's NIT. The Orange will head to Connecticut as they will await the winner of Vanderbilt and Columbia and will play at 3:30 on Saturday, while the Lemoyne women's basketball team in their first season as a Division I program will head to the women's NIT and will wait to see their matchup coming up Tuesday afternoon. Yankees start their season next Thursday in Houston, but will be without their star ace Garrett Cole for now. Cole has been shut down early last week after having nerve inflammation in his elbow area. The new update is that Cole will be shut down for 3 to 4 weeks and then will need 6 weeks to build up arm strength again. The Yankees are going to go slow with Cole in the process and would like to have him ready by early June. But moving out west, the Knicks playing against the Kings, 2 caliber playoff teams. Kings 6th in the West, Knicks 4th in the East. Starting up early, Kings up 3 early in the first quarter. Sabonis driving down easy layup up and over Precious Achiuwa. And it's Sabonis with a pass up and over the top to De'Aaron Fox. Knicks still missing Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson taking advantage of it. 21 points, 14 rebounds for Sabonis. But Jalen Brunson taking over in this game. Easy layup with the left hand there. How about a step back three from the logo up the top of the key. And then one more from the corner. His three-point shot. Bing bong, gets that one to go. 5 threes on the day for Jalen Brunson. Gets a kiss to the crowd there as well. Early third quarter now. Longest tenured King, Harrison Barnes. Shimmy move, step back three for himself. Kings now within one, crowd getting into it more. Jalen Brunson now with the basketball, bringing the whole team over. And your Italian cousin's favorite player, Dante DiVincenzo with a three. Big game there for Dante DiVincenzo. And then Malik Monk with the pass from De'Aaron Fox. It is March. Both players played at Kentucky. Easy dunk there for Monk. 38 points, 13 assists combined for both players. But Jalen Brunson ended the game here for the Knicks. Up and under layup. And it's smooth right by him. Easy up and under floater, making Keon Ellis look like Tom and Jerry out there. Sneaks right by him. Knicks now 40-27 on the season. Kings 38-28 on the year.
Thank you. Brendan, can you give us a quick look at your weather?
Well, it's going to be chilly out there, but hopefully spring will be right around the corner. That's all for now. We'll see you after the break.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back, and thank you for watching WTOP-10 for your nightly news. And the Oswego County Humane Society has a new pet of the week who will soon be available for adoption.
Coconut is a sweet 1-year-old kitten who is energetic and friendly. She loves other cats and would do well with human and feline playmates. For more information about Coconut and other available animals, visit the Oswego County's Humane Society's website.
And that's all for our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the break with Scott and Kaley.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Have a great night, everyone.
Tonight, Student Association President Austin Davis is here to talk about his year and the essay election. Plus, we'll show you how we spent our spring break with our sibling shenanigans. And from movies to musicals to movie musicals, we're talking about our favorite things right now.
From the Al Roker Studio in the Murano Campus Center, it's The Break with Scott Brubaker
and Kaylee Richmond.
It all starts in 3,
2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Break with Scott and Kaley. I'm Kaley Richmond alongside my trusty co-host, Scott Brubaker. Scott, how are you doing today?
I'm great. We have such a great show. I put something in the notes about spring is here, even though it doesn't feel like spring is here, but you know, all the good vibes. How are you?
I know, yeah, I'm good. I mean, good vibes today, even though we have some snow coming in, but you know, I'm trying not to let that bring me down.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but we've matched today.
I know, we're here, we're green, because over the break it was St.
Patrick's Day. Yes, we came prepared, we remembered the glasses.
Should we put them on?
Yes, we should put them on. All right,
what did you do? Tell me, what did you do over break?
All right, what did I do over break? Nothing. I'm kidding. Which honestly was the best thing.
But me too.
Doing nothing is the best thing over break. You know, just relaxing, taking that time off. I worked a little bit, but you know, had enough time to relax.
See, I really just did nothing. I did a little bit of work over break, but it was mainly, we got together for a day, which you're going to see a little bit later in the show, but doing a whole lot of nothing was exactly what I needed.
Yes.
What else did I do?
What else did you do?
I'm trying to think.
I know, now I'm like on the spot.
Now
I can't think of what I did.
Like, I know like our friends, like they all went to Florida. They were all over the place in the city, but you know, I had fun in good old Watkins Glen, New York.
Exactly, and we still had some sun over break.
We did.
It was beautiful weather, at least in Syracuse. I don't know about Watkins Glen.
But that's why I wrote in my notes, like, spring is here. That's awesome, because I thought I was expecting, and I brought back all my shorts and all my t-shirts. Yeah. So let's really hope the weather, like,
I know, like, come on.
Picks it up.
Yeah. All right, should we get on to talking about our topics of the day?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I don't know if you know this about me, Scott, but I have a low-key obsession with the British royal family, and recently I've noticed that there has been no public sighting of Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, since her abdominal surgery on January 16th.
So, however, according to the Sun newspaper, the princess was spotted on Saturday as she visited the Windsor Farm shop close to her, I can't read with these on, close to her Adelaide cottage home in the UK.
So the publication also reported that Kate looked, quote, happy, relaxed, and healthy as she was joined by her husband, Prince William. So Scott, what are your reactions to this? Have you been following
I've been keeping up with it. I didn't care at first, but then I started reading more, and my sister keeps sending me like these theories and stuff on Instagram. It's just so, I want to know, hot take, and I'll say it real quick.
Okay.
Why haven't they announced why hasn't she done a public address?
I know. I feel like the British royal family are very weird about what they say to the public, and they pick and choose the times to speak out. So I guess they're just waiting on the right time. And you know, she posted for I think it was like Mother's Day in the UK.
But that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Like that was like her first posting. But you know, I'm glad that she's well and she's recovering from her surgery.
And I hope we get to see her soon.
Exactly.
So if you've been a fan of The Break for a while, you know that we love to talk about our favorite things. So we just learned Kaley loves the Royals, but to get to know us even a little better, we're going to talk about some of our favorite things. You can go first.
All right, so some of my favorite things. I know we have a graphic that we're going to put up. Yes, because I kind of forgot what I put. But my favorite movie is Legally Blonde. I just love the message, and when I had blonde hair, people used to tell me I looked like Reese Witherspoon, so there's that. Scott and I are admittedly theater kids, so my favorite musical is Wicked. My favorite movie musical is Singin' in the Rain, In the Heights. I couldn't really pick. Favorite artist, of course, I've mentioned this before, Taylor Swift and The Police, kind of an 80s rock fan. And then TV show Gilmore Girls.
Okay. I like Wicked. I don't know why I didn't think about that when I put it on there.
It's a musical, and the music I can just never.
So I'll go real quick. My favorite movie is I put it up. It's The Hunger Games. Yes. I love the Hunger Games series, and Kate and I talked about this during the season 1 or season 2.
There we go.
And it's just great. It's so good. My favorite movie musical. I've watched it maybe 100 times. Newsies.
Yes.
I love it.
Love Newsies.
Right now, my favorite movie musical is Mean Girls. Okay. I'm really on a Mean Girls kick. I love it. And I'll make this quick, I'll wrap it up. But my favorite artist, I love AJR. I saw them in concert a couple years ago. It was so much fun. Dua Lipa as well.
She's
releasing new music.
Yes.
Jeff, we're going to talk about this after the show. And finally, you guys know my favorite TV show is Glee, and I love The Office as well.
Yes, love The Office and Glee.
Yeah, so great. But now, of course, it's time for our favorite segment. How real are we?
All right. So I guess I will go first, I think. Yeah, that's me. So this is my favorite Be Real. I'm horrible at taking my Be Reals recently, so I chose my favorite because Scott was in it. This was him directing.
Oh gosh, I am in it. I didn't
You
know
are.
this.
You're directing news, I believe. Yes, you were filling in for Natalie that night.
So you'll see in a little bit.
Yeah, so I was producing, so I was just like, I think we were in the middle of a break, or kind of, I wasn't doing anything.
The break with Scott and Kate?
Yeah.
Or Kaley?
Oh.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Okay, here's mine. This is my favorite. Like, we're talking about our sisters later, so I had to include my sister. This is like right when I got home for break this year, so that's me and my sister on our couch. This was, I don't know, we like somehow color coordinated the green. And,
I love it. Yeah, it's kind of the same shade as far as I can see too.
Look at that. We're just, you know, it's sibling telepathy, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is me slacking. Oh, this is sad. I was really bored and really tired, and Be Real went off, and I was just like, you know what? We'll just be on time today. So, yeah, that's just me chillaxing.
See, but like when I slack, like for here example, I'm pretty sure this was
You're
on
in the
time.
dark, man.
Yeah, I'm in the dark. This is like, and it's like, this is still light outside though, because it's daylight savings, and I like to be on time even when I'm slacking because, you know, like, call me crazy, but that's the point of the app.
It is the point of the app. I need to be better at that.
That one, by the way, was me. I took a nap, of course. That's mainly what I did all break, and got preview for Bradley's breakdown.
I know.
Yeah. Excuse me. We napped a lot of break, which was great. You know?
I napped too.
That's awesome.
Breaks up for naps.
So now, I don't know how this made it into the prompter, but it says, I'm going to read verbatim. Now let's get ready for my personal favorite part of the show.
Mine too, Scott. It's time for Bradley's breakdown. Bradley, take it away.
Wow, how kind of you guys. That's awesome. It's just been a busy day, Scott. I do a lot producing-wise here on the show, so you must have forgot that you wrote that in there, but I still appreciate the kind gesture nonetheless. So right now, what we're going to do before I get to my favorite things, we're going to go around to all the crew members, and we're going to talk about their favorite things. They only get one, though, because they're not as cool as the three of them. So they only get one.
We just don't have the time.
We just don't have the time. We don't have the time. So let's start here. If you want to follow me, come along
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
We're going to start over here on the teleprompter. I'm just going to introduce who you are, and then just tell me one of your favorite things.
Okay, hi, my name is Soyeon Kim, and I like watching baseball game.
Baseball games. Do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, my home team. I live in Busan, Korea, so my favorite team is Lotte Giants.
Wow, there you go. Go Giants. All right, let's head to the back.
Oh, someone's got to hold
I'm already
that
back
door.
here,
Someone hold the door for him. Thank you.
All right, we'll start over here with the TD. If you want to give your name and what your favorite thing is.
My name is Colin Harrington. I'm the technical director, and I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan.
Minnesota Vikings, Skull on or something, what do they say? Skull? There you go. Who we got here?
I'm Mike. I'm the director, and my favorite thing is mac and cheese with hamburger in it.
Oh, hamburger helper, though. He doesn't like to spend the big bucks. Who we got here?
Hi, I'm Sam Keeney, and my favorite band is the Beatles.
The Beatles, wow. There we go. Who we got here?
I'm Evan, video playback, and my favorite thing is you, Jacob Bradley.
Oh, how kind.
Glad someone here said that.
I'm Fiona. I'm on audio, and my favorite thing is Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. That makes two on the day. And who do we have here?
I'm Natalie Barden. I'm filling in today at AP. Right now, my favorite thing is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was just the concept of Eternal Sunshine. That would have been cool, too. Here, why don't we switch here? I'm going to get your stuff.
You're done with Double Duty?
Yeah, just pretend like I'm asking you the question.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the floor manager. My favorite thing is Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. Shout out Kenny Gerard there. Let's go.
Jenny Gerard, yeah. Jenny Gerard.
All right, let's head back now to the big screen.
The big screen.
The green screen.
The green screen.
The Bradley's breakdown.
Crazy angles.
Yeah.
Here you go.
All right, okay.
Get
in
catch
there.
up to me.
Oh.
There we go. We got us.
And
I'm over here.
Yeah.
Here's some of my favorite things over here. I'm going to weatherman this somehow. I don't really know. That's way far away, so I can't read it. But there's some over here. Okay. So my favorite movie, I put Wreck-It Ralph, because I think that's an incredible story of triumph and comeback. My favorite musical, I put Hamilton. Never seen it in full. Seems pretty cool. My favorite movie musical is The Greatest Showman. I've been on a big Lucy Dacus kick as of late. She's my top artist on Spotify, so I've been a huge fan. She's my favorite artist, and then my TV show, I would say, is always The Office, good or reliable, just like Scott. So.
Who's your favorite Office character?
Oh man, how much time do we have? I would say
1 minute, Bradley.
Yeah, we got a good amount of time. I mean, it's hard to go against like Dwight or Michael Scott. I just think I don't know, they always make me laugh. I watched a bunch of Office over the the break.
Have you been watching? Do you have another question? Sorry, I'm so like. I'm
Okay.
yapping today. On Peacock, they have the extended version.
That's what I've been
Do you watch
watching.
those?
Yeah, the director's
They're so
cuts are-
good.
They are
Yeah.
really good. It's funny to know like what went into the episode and what got taken out. So I was watching a good amount of those with my family over the week. So
They were good. Do you watch
Very cool.
The Office?
I've seen a couple episodes. I'm not a die-hard Office fan. I really like Michael Scott. I love Dwight. You know, two great characters. I love they have great one-liners. I was trying to
Such a
think of
good
my
show.
favorite episodes, but great show. I'm more of a Gilmore Girls fan myself, but
They're like playing this off now.
I know,
they
they are
want us to
playing
stop
this off.
talking.
Is it time to
Come on,
go?
guys. We just want to say thanks, Bradley.
Yeah, thank you so much,
I hope
Bradley.
this lived up to your guys' expectation. I know this is your favorite part of the show. So
I
hope
know.
Oh, of
you
course,
lived
of
up to it.
course.
I guess you lived up to it. I'm kidding, you did.
All right, roll the music because coming up, we're sitting down with Student Association President Austin Davis to talk about his year in office and the recent essay elections.
We will be right back after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is
It's
it?
Al Roker.
Hi guys, welcome back to The Break with Scott and Kaley. Just before spring break, students on campus cast their ballots for the 2024-2025 Student Association President and Vice President.
Joining us today to talk about his year in office is current Student Association President and presidential candidate Austin Davis. Austin, how are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for coming.
I know we've been talking about it for a while, getting you on the show, and it finally happened, and
Yeah.
the eve of the election results too, like, what better could we ask for? So tell us, what have you been doing this first year?
Yeah,
Or
so
throughout this year, I should say.
yeah, so most recently, let's see, just before the break, I actually signed a resolution. It was a SUNY-wide resolution for SUNY Student Association, and it took a look at the. I'm trying to remember the name of the exact bill, but it was like the New York State Suicide Prevention Act, and so what it was is currently New York State has recently passed a law that provided funding or resources available for suicide prevention for students in grades K through 12 for high school. And what we as SUNY leadership felt is we kind of looked at it and we noticed it didn't really apply to college students. And so that was something that we kind of took a look at and addressed. And we addressed that back in the fall semester. And so finally, after winter break, it came around, and so they sent out bills for us to co-sign on. So myself and the rest of the Student Association signed on with that in support of it. So in June, I believe, or in late May, we'll be releasing a little statement showing our support for that.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Well, you told us before we went on air today that you went to Washington this summer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I encourage any SUNY student to do this. So what it is I went through the SUNY Washington internship program, and that's handled by Robert Powell from SUNY Brockport. They're the flagship of the trip. And so basically what you do is it's an eight-week program, and you go down to Washington, D.C. They help you find an internship. You still got to apply and everything, so you kind of got to put in a little bit of work to get across the finish line. But yeah, once you make it, you basically work an internship like a full-time job, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Fridays you're allowed, between the school and your place of work, you're allowed to take off work and you go to class, except it's not, you're not sitting in a classroom, right? So it's almost a little bit of an immersion type feel. So you're bouncing around, you're going to different offices around the city of Washington. Oftentimes sometimes it's private sector, sometimes it's public sector, and then sometimes it's also you're going into like the federal government, like you're going into like a congressperson's office or something like that, or you're listening to someone who like deals with the federal government. I remember one of them, my favorite one was probably going to the FBI. We went to the FBI.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, that was really cool. And then also the State Department, we got to go there. So yeah, it was just a complete, like just an amazing experience. My chief of staff right now, Hallie Collins, she's actually doing the program this summer. Then I'm also looking at going back too. I'm not going to be doing the program again, but I'm certainly going to go back and do the internship part.
That's so exciting for you. And I really hate to cut you off because you like to yap just as much as we do. We have like less than 30 seconds left, so I want to talk to you real quick. Just kind of last thoughts on the election before results tomorrow. And do you have a message for Aiden, who was also running for president as well?
Yeah, so I'd really like to thank all the students here at Oswego for participating in the election. We had the most student participation in this election from before COVID. So it's really nice to be able to see students being involved in our student government again and getting the votes out. Yeah, over 1,000 people, which is crazy. Aiden's a great guy, so the results will be coming out tomorrow. The Senate will be approving them, hopefully. And so, yeah, like, no matter whether your candidate won, lost, it was an amazing election regardless. So I thank each and every one of you for participating.
Well, Austin, we just want to wish the best of luck to you, to Aiden, to Tega, and Kanaya as well, who ran for vice president. And just want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight as well.
Thank you.
So the results of the 2024 Student Association election are expected to be released tomorrow.
We wish all the best of luck to Austin and Aiden, as well as Kanaya and Tega, as we just said, who are also running for vice president. But when we come back, we are checking in with our sisters, the Break sibling shenanigans. Don't go anywhere. You're watching The Break on WTOP-10.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
Welcome back. Welcome back. Over the break, Scott and I got together with our sisters and spent a day in my neck of the woods, Syracuse.
So here is our second attempt at vlogging. This is Sibling Shenanigans.
Hello. We are here at the Syracuse Mall with my sister, Dawson.
And my sister, Olivia.
Oh, my sister's name is Maria. And then Dawson's my friend, our friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to take you on our afternoon that we're spending here.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Let's go. First stop of the day is Kung Fu Tea. The sisters want boba, so we're gonna get
the same kind too.
we're gonna get boba. Yay! All right, we got the boba. What did you get?
Matcha.
Matcha. Maria, what did you get?
Black tea.
Black tea. All right, next stop, Margaritaville.
Hey, who's excited for food? So excited.
Well, we just left the restaurant. We just had some lunch. Olivia has work, so she's gonna leave. But
Bye, girl.
but Dawson is gonna be my new sister.
Hi, sisters.
Ew. We'll keep you posted.
Bye. We'll miss you. She's still there.
She's still going.
Hi. Should I get her walking outside?
Sure.
Oh, there's like bird poop on the window or not.
Oh, that's cute.
Where'd she go?
She got hit by the car. Where'd she go?
She got
Where did she go? Oh, there she is. She's a runner. She's a track star.
All right, Scott, what did you get?
Got what did I get? An iced latte with French vanilla.
Very nice. We are now at Finger Lakes Coffee, one of my favorite coffee stores in the mall. We are down a sibling, but Maria's still here. We have Dawson over here.
I think they use Finger Lakes coffee roasters at the Rich and Poor Cafe.
Oh, okay. Shameless plug, Rich and Poor Cafe, Rich Hall. Go try it. We're stepping foot in Urban, and we found a national treasure. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Oh, look.
Oh.
Scott. So we just went to Urban, and now we're at Lush. I don't know what we're gonna buy, but it smells good in here. It smells great.
This is Maria's shop of choice.
Keep you updated. Now an American Eagle, Dawson.
I like these ones. They clash though.
Yeah, they would clash. You know, we got some pineapples and we got some lemons. Kinda clashing.
We'll
No.
save for another day.
Okay. This is Scott's store of choice.
That's
Where
me when
are
I'm
we?
in a bad mood.
Okay, so we have left Destiny USA and we are now at Green Lake State Park. It's a beautiful day outside. Nice and sunny.
I watched the 72.
As we walked into the shade, but hey, it's a nice little break. But oh wait, hold on. Look at the ducks. Oh, look at the ducks. But anyway, we're just on a trail. We're gonna walk a little bit.
It's a I Heart New York birding trail. Okay, so we just finished our little walk. What did you think?
I always love coming here. It's a great walk. Beautiful views. Yeah, I loved it. It was good.
It was good? I enjoyed it myself too, but let's take a look and see what Liv is up to at work.
Hey vlog, I'm at work. It's a pretty hectic day. There's not a lot of people here. I just had to go fix the cones so parents could come up and drive on the main parking lot. Yeah, other than that, it's been pretty, I'm closing too, so I'll be here until 6 o'clock.
Okay, so this is my second time ever in Trader Joe's. This is Maria's first time ever in Trader Joe's, so let's go in. Ah, the geese. All right, what do we think? Oh.
Tough critic, but I really only came to get chocolate pecans.
Dawson did his whole shopping here.
That was good.
And for once, I did not impulse shop, so
Yay!
you never know. Miracles do happen.
Right.
Only on St. Patrick's Day.
The upside down stoplight. Scott, what's your reaction?
Crazy.
We had to drive through Tip Hill, which is near where I live, just to see that. I try to show everyone.
I've been hearing so much about it for the past week. We've been talking about it. I don't know why, but
yeah. Even though it's like something little, like I just think it's a cool thing that you don't necessarily see every day. So,
which way am I going?
You're turning left. Scott is driving me back home, but we will see you when we get back to my house.
Okay, so we're like over halfway through our drive now, but we realized we never said goodbye. So, thanks for coming on our day with us, and we'll see you back in the studio.
It was a fun-filled break and the weather was so nice. However, Mother Nature decided to change its course and now it's snowing outside.
I know, we talked about that a little earlier. I was a little upset about it, but
you know,
it's okay.
Good spirits.
We're gonna survive. We're in good spirits. We're having fun. I had a lot of fun that day. That's my first time to Green Lake too. So.
Yeah, no, Green Lake is one of my favorite places to go, especially when it's nice out. The walk is nice, not too hilly like you asked.
I know. I was looking for not a lot of hills, you know.
Right.
But it was really nice. I'm gonna go back. We should go back this summer.
We should, absolutely.
All right, so that was fun. Let's do it again sometime.
For sure.
All right, the break with Scott and Kaley will be back right after this.
Welcome back to Major Discussion.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
My gosh, I love the glasses. They look even better on air.
I know, the glasses came back.
They came back. Any last minute St. Patrick's Day plans?
No, it's St. Patrick's Day is over, unfortunately for me. So we gotta wait till next year, but we can still wear green.
We can, right. And just a quick reminder that you can catch all episodes of The Break with Scott and Kate, The Breakdown Under, and The Break with Scott and Kaley all on the WTOP-10 YouTube page. Right. Also, a quick shout out to my stepmom for making these great mugs for us.
Aren't these awesome? Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah,
right.
Even though there's nothing in here.
Right, exactly. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for taking a break with us.
We will see you next time and have a good night.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Dance this time.
Welcome.
To off the clock. All right. We kind of did it, but really
nailed it, guys.
did not
my voice.
Actually,
it just did not want to sing.
Do that well, but that's okay. But we have a great show planned for you guys. We're going to start with a fit check, of course.
And then we have a very special guest who we are excited to show you.
Then we will have the question of the day. Let's get started.
Alrighty. As always, the fit check. I come first.
Maddie, of course.
Me. It's my moment. All right.
Put the pom-pom down. It doesn't clash.
It's not a part of your fit?
It clashes.
It's not a part of your outfit, though?
I mean, the blue
It
and
could
the yellow,
be. It could be.
I feel like they kind of go, but no.
Nope, okay.
Nope, too staticky. All right, so first of all, we got the earrings, little bows with rhinestones that I got from my friend Kaley. Shout out to Kaley. I got my top from Cider a couple years ago, so that's where that's from. Jeans are from Maurice's, and you know me well enough by now, boots are Sperry's. And that's that.
Okay, guys. The top, my roommate gave me. I don't even know where it's from, but I appreciate her. Jeans are American Eagle, and then the Converse.
The same Converse as always that we always do.
Yeah. I feel like we have our signature shoes at this point.
I know. I love those Converse, so I want those.
They're very, very cute.
Thank you.
I do adore them.
We'll start with my shoes. Why not, actually? We went there. Obviously, the same shoes. Got my Nike Air Force Ones. And then I got my Levi jeans, which I feel like I wear a lot too. And my shirt is from American Eagle.
They're very, very cute.
Yes, they're my favorite jeans, so I wear them a lot.
We love it.
Yeah, that is my outfit for today.
Alrighty, so after the break, we have our grand guest reveal now. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. We are going to have a few people from the Octavia a cappella group on campus. So Octavia is the all-women's a cappella group. They just founded this year. So
oh, really? I didn't
very
realize
exciting.
That.
Yeah,
I'm
very
excited
exciting time for them. They've had one performance already, and they're looking forward to a second. So it's going to be great to have them on the show.
Excited. All right, we'll see you after the break.
Bye.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. Did you know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up with that one. Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Just talking.
we got a hot mic.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
But our group is here. So do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. So I am Faith, and I'm a junior here at Oswego and the director of Octavia.
I'm Bailey. I'm a member of Octavia, obviously, and I'm also the group's social media coordinator.
I'm Gemma, and I'm in the group.
lovely. Gemma is in the group.
And I'm Charlotte, and I'm a member too.
Member too.
Love
it.
It's
very nice.
Okay, so what? Okay, we are gonna ask a few questions about the group.
First, they're gonna sing for us.
Oh my gosh, how could I miss that?
I know. The best part. I'm so
bad at
excited.
reading the teleprompter,
I'm
guys.
so excited for them to sing for us.
Me too. So please tell us what you're gonna sing.
Yeah. So we're gonna sing "Shake It Out" by Florence and the Machine.
Very nice. Okay. Whenever you are ready.
I'm so excited. Wait, or do you guys want to stand or sit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to stand? Oh, yeah, that's completely fine. Here.
Look at me. I'm just like
come over here.
Like,
You can't.
right, guys. Then whenever you guys are ready, you can introduce yourself.
Okay, just one moment. Gotta pull up the pitch.
But why the hell am I gonna let it happen to me? Shake it out, shake it out. Whoa. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Whoa. Shake it out. And it's hard to dance with that little rag, so shake 'em up. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
That was amazing, guys. Lovely. Yes. Lovely.
That was beautiful. You guys can come sit back down if you want.
Sure.
You're attached to the mic. I'm sorry. Moving back for you guys. Were you?
Oh, on the.
Here.
I'm with what?
Side. Like behind. You were like
dear.
behind.
Well,
her
that's
more.
okay. That's framing is not an exact
Yeah, that's
science. But yeah, here we go. Where is there? She is. She's
Sorry,
moving
I
our
was fixing the camera for
Thank
you guys.
Steph. What an angel. What an angel.
God, that was so good.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was so cool. Thank you guys
You are
so
quite
much.
skilled.
I could never.
No, me neither.
A lot of breath control.
Yeah.
Girl, wow.
If you heard Cece and I singing before the show, you would know.
You guys are here. You heard everything.
I thought that was your audition.
It was an informal audition. You want it to be an audition? It can be an audition.
Yeah.
I fully expect to be rejected, but you know. Well, anyways, now that you guys are here, it's time for my questions that I have been clearly chomping at the bit to ask.
You're so excited.
I'm so excited. I love interviewing people. Can you guys tell us a bit how Octavia was formed?
Yeah, so I came up with the idea because we have a bunch of vocal ensembles on campus. We have like the Laker Chorale, which is non-auditioned, with serious choral music, State Singers, which is auditioned, serious choral music, gospel choir, and we have Vocal Effect, which is the show choir here. But I don't know about you guys. I can't dance. So I think that this was a great opportunity to introduce a new type of music to the community.
For sure, it definitely was. And now you named the band, or not band, the group Octavia. Is there a meaning behind that?
So I just wanted a strong female lead character type name, and also a cappella Octavia, and we started with 8 members, so it kind of fit.
That's perfect. That's awesome. And have you grown since?
Not yet, because we just started like mid this semester, so we're hoping to at least double next semester.
That's lovely. Okay. Well, you just had your first concert on April 21st. Can you tell us a little bit about that night and what was your favorite part?
Do you guys want to answer that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that was our first concert. We did it at the Rivers End bookstore, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, obviously we were really nervous because it was like our first time ever, literally the group like ever performed. But I thought it went really well, considering we put a lot of prep into it. And for this upcoming concert, I definitely feel like we're more prepared and it'll be even better.
What's your guys' favorite song to sing, like a cappella? Is there like a song that just kind of fits it perfectly?
Do you guys like a certain one?
Yeah. I mean, like from the group, I think we kill it at Shake It Off.
Shake It Off.
So.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That was really good. Yeah, I can agree too.
It's very fun.
It was indeed. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for sharing everything with us. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're currently working on? We did see the one song, Shake It Off. Is there anything else you're kind of working towards for your next concert?
Yeah, so besides Shake It Out, we've also performed Somewhere Only We Know by Keen. And then also Charlotte, right here, she also arranged Stay by Rihanna for us.
Ooh. No. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, Cece's about to show up to your concert.
I know.
You're going to be like requesting songs to be
right
like, okay.
next door.
Oh my God. Yes. All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming to join us. You're going to be staying for the next block, but you can see Octavia's next performance on Thursday, May 4th in the Murano Campus Center Auditorium. So stick around after a quick break to see us test our musical knowledge.
Go see it.
Yeah.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up with that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Scroll down.
Okay.
Yay!
Welcome back to Off the Clock, guys.
This is the day of catching us off guard.
It is. We're always trying to prepare here and during these breaks.
We are indeed, to make your product amazing.
But we're gonna be playing a really fun game now with Octavia.
Absolutely. We're going to be playing Guess the Song.
Yeah.
And for this, we're going to be getting lyrics to a song and trying to guess the name. Cece wrote these out. So, Cece, you want to take it away?
Yes,
the first
ma'am.
lyric? Let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it like a news reporter. The bed's getting cold and you're not here.
Ooh. The Heart
That's
Wants What It Wants, Selena Gomez.
Wow, that was too fast. Did you guys know that?
No.
I was gonna read the second line,
but I wouldn't have gotten it.
That would have took me so long to get.
I love that. It's on my playlist for
Is
the
it
summer.
really?
Yeah, so that's why I've been like singing it all the time in the car.
Okay, one quote for Maddie.
One for Maddie.
1 point.
Wait.
Yeah, she gotta wave the.
Go ahead. 4 of these. Okay. The second one. Let's see. I know that we are upside down.
I know
Don't look at me. I don't know that.
Do you guys know? That's like such a little bit of a song. Who's it by? Can you give us that?
Sing it.
No, because if I do, it's gonna. No, if I sing it, you guys are gonna get it.
I don't know.
Should I get the second? I'm gonna give the
Give us the
second
second
line.
line, yeah.
Okay. So hold your tongue and hear me out.
Know that you're upside down, so hold your
Sing it.
I know that we are upside down.
Oh.
So hold your
What's
tongue
this song
and hear
name?
me out. That was not good, but it was, it was something.
Oh,
I
it's
know
Katy
the
Perry,
song
right?
now. Yeah, I think so.
Katy Perry.
No?
it's
Am I
not.
wrong?
Okay, you're telling us no.
Lead singer
Are you
for
gonna
Paramore.
stay tonight or something?
Haley
oh,
Williams.
Oh,
No.
are you gonna stay the night?
It has Haley Williams featured. Yeah.
It's
Wait.
not airplanes. It's the.
I know the song. I can sing the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I know the song, but not the name of it.
Copyrighted. Stop.
I don't know if that.
We don't want to get
Copyrighted.
copyrighted.
We don't
Yeah.
Stay the Night.
Yeah.
By Haley Williams.
Haley
Yes,
Williams?
and
Okay.
Zed.
Okay. Oh,
Zed
Zed.
and Haley, yeah.
That's it. Zed.
Okay, point.
Goodness.
Next one. Let's see. And I got that red lipstick. Wait. I got that red lipstick classic thing that you like.
Oh, style.
Yeah.
You guys said it first.
That was supposed to be for
you.
Listen, I'm going to step
Who
a
was
point.
it in Octavia?
Style.
Okay, Bailey.
It's by
Sorry,
Taylor
Bailey gets a
Swift,
point.
guys.
Okay, everyone gets
He's
a point.
Swiftie.
Are you guys 50s?
Damn.
No, okay, we got some yeses, we got some no's over there.
That's the other
I
question.
am.
Are you going to it?
Very exciting.
Don't kill me for it.
I'm
going
We're
to
not
one
going to
too.
attack you. Are you going to one too?
Yeah. I'm going to the May
No, I feel left
21st one that has Phoebe Bridgers and Gracie Abrams.
That's a good one.
This girl somehow got $50 tickets.
Wow.
Where?
How?
In the pre-sale.
What?
Yeah, in the actual rating
Where's your
room.
seat?
One of my friends got it in the pre-sale.
It's like a farther one away, but still she makes it a great show for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to MetLife.
Nice. I'm going to Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts.
Wow.
That's a bit of a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be cool though.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, I think it's time for our next.
Okay, this is the last one. Okay, I gotta read this one like a robot.
There's one more, I thought.
Or actually, you're right. No, actually, you're wrong.
What?
No, you're right. Okay, truly, I ain't got no business here, but since my friends are here, I just came to kick it.
Oh, I know that.
You're right. There's another one.
Yeah, there's another one.
Is it called Here?
Yeah, someone's got
it's
it.
Here?
Yeah.
Charlotte. What was it?
It's Here by Alyssa Cara, right? That's her name.
Oh, Alessia Cara. Alessia Cara? Is it Cara?
Damn. Alicia.
Oh.
Alyssa. I should know because that's my
I
I
don't know
know
that
this song, but
I have no clue what we're talking
let's
about.
see. I don't know that song either.
So, you got that one, right?
like I'm gonna sing it for you.
Wonderful,
Okay.
Have you guys sang any of these songs?
Sing 30 seconds or less.
Okay. Truly, I ain't got. Oh, damn, I forgot the melody. You know what? Forget it. Next. Let's see. When I get chills at night, I feel it deep inside without you. This one's gonna wreck your brains.
It's gonna wreck our brains?
Yeah.
What?
I feel like my brain is already broken.
I feel like no one's gonna get
Staring
it.
at the wrong camera.
I know. Should I say the next line?
We can all see the next line
Yeah.
of the
Okay.
teleprompter, you know.
Well, whatever. Know how to satisfy, keep that tempo right without you.
Anything?
No.
No? Yeah, me neither.
Worse. No thoughts.
I'll give you a year.
I'm just winging it right now.
2015.
Give us a hint. What's the artist
It's
first?
a girl,
Okay.
and her initials are HS.
HS.
Oh, wait. Haley Steinfeld.
Wait,
Steinfeld?
say it again. Can you say the lyric again for me?
Okay, which one? The first one?
Yeah.
Can you scroll up a little bit? Oh, no, actually
When
no. When I get chills at night, I feel it deep inside you. Know how to satisfy, keep that tempo right without you.
I don't know.
It's Haley's.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
I forgot how it goes.
Oh, I'm so close. I am so close. My brain, I can feel it. It's moving.
When I get chills at night. That's
I
30
feel
seconds.
you deep inside.
Without you. Yeah.
Do you guys know? And you guys are looking a little confused over there too.
Know how to satisfy.
This is a tough one.
It is.
I love myself. I love me, I love myself, and I don't love anyone else.
Is
Love
it
myself,
myself?
yes.
Love myself? Wow,
I love
really
myself.
We got there.
Oh, that's how we got today, folks.
Good,
Okay.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
yourself.
I still love myself. I'm amazing.
That's
Okay.
Bruh.
Are we gonna go?
Did you win the whole thing?
I think she might have.
Perhaps.
She got a lot of them right.
I'm very competitive.
You were,
That's
oh my
okay.
god.
It's a little bit of a problem. But
It's okay.
I think it's time for the question of the day.
Yeah, so explain it to you guys. Every show we have a question that we all just kind of talk about, and it's always kind of deep, kind of not, kind of
Sometimes, yeah. Today,
sometimes it's what's your favorite French fry. Sometimes it's like this. So.
you know, this is kind of deep. I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
We gave you a hard one. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Emotions. But yeah, who wants to read it off?
So, what is your favorite memory that is attached to a song? Because you know how sometimes songs and memories kind of go together.
Deep, huh?
Yeah, it's hard.
Do you want? I'll go first. I'll go
Yeah.
first. I prepared just in case. Anyway, at my camp, we were all sitting around the campfire singing Country Roads, and I know it's such a cliche, but I absolutely adored it because it just felt like the scene out of a movie. Like all the bonfire was gorgeous. Like you could hear all the frogs croaking in the woods, and the water was like splashing on the shore. I'm giving like ASMR right now. It was literally so amazing. So that is something that I always kind of connect the two with.
That's a good memory.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Does anyone have one?
You know,
Gemma has
mine.
one.
I think this is gonna sound like I peaked in middle school, but I promise I hope I didn't. But I sung in this talent show. It was It was from Moana. The I've been staring at you guys.
Yes.
What is that? How Far I'll Go?
How Far I'll Go.
Yeah, that's and then I won second place, and I was like little 7th grade me was so happy. That was like the first thing I've ever won. So it was just like, I don't know, whenever I think of that song, it's just like, it's just so cute to me. It just makes me feel like a child.
Achievements girl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah. Are you guys still thinking? Is everyone else still thinking?
I have one.
Oh, lovely. Okay, Faith is gonna go.
So Africa by Toto is my favorite because my best friend from high school, that was like the last song that we sang together in chorus. So yeah.
That's actually really cute. That's really sweet.
Before the COVID hit.
Were you a COVID graduate? Were you 2020? Same.
Yeah.
Same.
My course sang Africa like twice, or I had to sing it for all county, and then we sang it for regular course. I swear I sang that all the time.
Damn, I really don't got one.
There's songs like that I used to sing like when I was a kid too that you used to like, and I'm trying to remember the names of them. But I had like this little iPod Nano that was pink, and I would just play music over and over again. And it was, I can't remember what song. I used to love Hannah Montana when I was little, so I feel like there was a lot of Hannah Montana on it.
She was beautiful.
It was. It was great.
It was a beautiful era.
It was. So my little iPod Nano had so much Hannah Montana music on it. So I just remember that when I think of like back too.
Oh my god, that brought back a core memory.
Did you guys have a little?
No, I had like
I had an MP3.
An MP3.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, you old.
Thanks, girl. Thanks. You know we're the same age.
I know.
We're just a little outdated.
No, I had the iPod with the first camera, and when you had to download music to iTunes, and my first song I downloaded was "Locked Away" by Bruno Mars. Wait, what was it? Locked Out of Heaven. My bad. Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars, and that was my road trip song. So.
I feel like the one on mine was a Taylor Swift song, to be honest. It kind of fits.
It definitely would be.
I think it was a Taylor Swift song.
And Super Bass.
Super Bass,
That's a good one.
Did you
Do
guys
you have any more memories over here? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's what I was going to ask.
I don't have a specific song, but like kind of it's a memory kind of like yours, like at my camp.
Yeah.
My dad is like a huge Rolling Stones fan, so like whenever I hear the Rolling Stones, I think of summer, or like Bruce Springsteen. I think of like just zooming on the boat.
That's really sweet. Wait, where is your camp? Is it in the Adirondacks?
It's in Henderson Harbor, so it's like almost there. It's like a half hour from Watertown.
Okay, a little bit east,
south, west.
Okay.
I'm bad at directions.
I am also bad at directions.
You said that, no idea where
we need to pull up the map again from
Oh no.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
Did you give us an answer? Everyone give us? Okay.
I think they all did. Oh.
Yeah. Did you have one?
No. That's fair.
I feel like I know too. Like I listen to so much music that it's just all like clumped into one.
That's very fair. You know, you're part of an a cappella group, so it makes sense that you listen to a lot of songs. Yeah. Yeah.
Guess what? Cece, tell us something fun. Okay.
That was my note for you.
Okay, so last week was about like brownies. This week we had a group to sing. So I'm gonna say, since it's finals week, just sing your heart out. In the shower, sing your heart out. Use in the bathroom, sing your heart out, girl. What else?
Even if it's like in the dorms, still
sing your heart out.
Who cares?
Absolutely.
You know?
They have such beautiful voices.
Your roommates are sleeping.
I hope you guys are singing in the bathroom.
Yeah, I hope you are too. You'll be blessing the halls.
Wait, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were to be bathing in something other than water, what would you be in?
Other than water. That's a good question.
Probably.
What?
Glitter.
Glitter.
That's hard to
But
come
then
off.
that'll like. When you
I don't care. I
places
love
you don't
being
want.
sparkly. I love it.
Damn.
What's something that's like good for your skin?
Good for your skin.
Isn't milk?
I feel
like
I've
people
heard
say
that.
milk baths or.
Yeah.
I've heard of that as a thing.
Milk?
Milk.
Yeah, milk.
No, they put like flowers in the tub and stuff.
Make it all pretty.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Maybe milk.
Perhaps milk.
Milk.
Something good for your skin.
And like that's the only
what I
thing.
would
Like we
say.
come out and get dressed.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Can you get a towel?
No, but like.
Can I get water after? It's like
No.
glitter?
Well, no, it's
No,
just
you just
gonna be
bathe
glitter.
and then you
That's
just get dressed. Oh
I'm
God.
on
Just the
I'll
act
just be
of that.
sparkly. It's okay.
Someone said maple syrup once.
Oh.
Why?
And then another person said olive oil mayonnaise.
That's gonna stink for the rest of the day.
Are those people okay? What's happening in the brain? That's
Oh
what
my
I
God,
need to
hold
know.
on. I got you right now.
You got it?
Mouthwash.
Girl, that would burn. That would burn your skin. Imagine if you got it in your eye. Like, oh.
Okay, but hear me out. I don't want to be sticky for the rest of the day. I'd rather smell like mint.
But mouthwash is sticky. You never like spilled a little over the side of the bottle and then it like sticks.
You're
Next.
ruining it. You're ruining my surprise. Okay.
You
know what?
What is your
surprise?
guys' answer?
I'm gonna try to actually do that.
Yeah.
Pour mouthwash on myself. and see
Yeah.
how it works.
We usually ask others.
Yeah. Well, now I gotta hear your answer. Absolutely.
Silk.
Silk.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Wait, I didn't know that was an
Oh, I
option.
thought
I
it
thought
was
it was like liquid.
I did too. Well,
yours isn't
glitter's
liquid
it's
either.
not really. I don't even know what it is.
I was gonna
It's
say
not solid.
juice, so it's alright.
Juice. Girl, that's really sticky.
Fruit punch.
Sure.
What'd you say?
Orange juice.
Orange juice.
Could that be good for the skin?
It does smell like OJ for the rest of the day.
Do you like lemon water? I don't know why. Or
Ooh,
cucumber
lemon
water?
water.
Cucumber water?
Cucumber water.
One of my
Mud.
friends swears by lemon water.
Mud, yeah. That's the thing though. People do like bathing
It
in
is.
mud.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like the
Mud
spas.
baths.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do.
But then you're gonna get out and be like a mud
If you
man.
didn't go with
Mud
liquid,
man.
I would go with squishmallow.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
What about you guys?
I think I asked someone this question and they said like Jello.
That's a good one.
Is
That's
that
a good one.
It's like
Does
that
that
one
work?
scene from Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs where they were in like the
the Jello
God.
house?
Jello. Like,
Yeah.
I would love that.
What
I would love
flavor?
Just dive in, just be stuck.
Cherry.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That'd be so- I don't know about that. Alright, is that everyone?
I think so.
Alright, well we're also running out of time.
You
so
got no.
answer
No
real
answer.
quick. What would you bathe in?
I would. Well, if we're not going with liquids, then I do like squishmallows.
Squishmallows?
I'll just fall asleep.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Alright guys,
All right. No. Two more questions. Remember we played.
we do? Oh yeah, yes.
Okay. So we have been informed that we can access your concert via live stream. How do we find that?
Yeah, you can ask Bailey about that as she's our social media coordinator.
Bailey.
All right. So, yeah, if you can't make it Thursday, we'll be on Instagram Live for the performance, and also we'll be recording the performance and be posting it on our YouTube, so you can watch it afterwards there as well.
Lovely. Okay, and I hear there's also a special cause that you're donating your proceeds to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're donating to Oswego's Women's and Children's Shelter, which is also called the Safe Shelter, because all of our set list revolves around overcoming domestic violence.
Can you tell us a little bit about your set list, or is that like a surprise?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier we're singing Shake It Out by Florence and the Machine, Somewhere Only We Know by Keen, and then Stay by Rihanna. But in the middle of Rihanna, we have a surprise for everyone, so you have to show up.
Do we have any hints as to what that surprise might be?
It also highlights the cause more. So.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. Well, we love that.
What's the YouTube channel?
What's the handle?
It's the same thing, Oz
Same as the
_Octavia.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have that actually loaded up. Can we put that on the screen, if we may? Graphics, please.
We have it.
Is that option? Is that?
We might not. That's
Oz
okay. That's
underscore
Don't worry about it.
Yes,
Octavia.
at
We got
Oz
it.
underscore Octavia.
Yes.
That's
You're
our
heard it here.
Instagram. That's our TikTok
Awesome.
That's their
and YouTube.
I can't wait to hear it.
We are very
That
excited.
is all the time we have today for our show. I hate to break it up,
Yeah, I
but
know.
it's all the time we have. But we will have a show again next week, so be sure to tune in because it is senior week, and it's going to be my last episode here. So sad. And then
Okay. We'll have you back next year as a guest star.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Maybe if you want. If you
If
want.
I can make it back up here. But we will have a guest next week too, so
Absolutely.
be looking out for that.
That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for
thank you
joining
so
us.
much
Thank you for having us.
To all our viewers at home.
Welcome to episode 3 of Stick to Sports. I'm Ben Diamond.
And I'm Brian Burrows. Today is all about March Madness.
Roll it. The number 1 seeds were announced, and to no one's surprise, UConn and Houston are at the top of the East and South regions. Both teams had a lot of success this season, with UConn taking the Big East championship. However, that was not the case for Houston, as they were defeated by Iowa State in the Big 12 championship. Both teams have high expectations heading into the madness. Which team will have more success than the other by the end of the tournament?
Look, UConn is my favorite this year. It is just so hard to pick against them. They have such a well-balanced team. They do great things on all facets of the game. The thing is, no one's repeated since Florida in 06-07, so they're doing something that hasn't been done in a long time. As far as Houston goes, best defense in the country, but they scared me with that Iowa State loss. They showed that they were fallible. I really thought that they were going to go right all the way to the end, just as UConn may, in my predictions at least. But this kind of showed that their teams can beat them if they play good defense. If they're going to need Shed and Cryer to be consistently above average the entire time, and if they can do that, they'll go far.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. I mean, UConn are far and away the favorites because they were the only number 1 seed to win their conference championship. And, that could be important, but also not, because that might make them have a little bit of a target on their back, because the other teams have felt the sting of defeat in a playoff scenario. So we'll see if UConn starts to get a little complacent in this playoff, and whether or not that will hurt them. But Houston can be really scary. If they bounce back from that Iowa State loss, it remains to be seen what these teams can do.
The Purdue Boilermakers and the UNC Tar Heels are on top of the West and Midwest regions, respectively. The Boilermakers are coming off an OT loss to Ohio State in the Big Ten semis, while the Tar Heels are coming off a loss to NC State in the ACC final. Both schools get the winners of the first 4 matchups, and both schools have high hopes. Ben, do you see either of these teams cutting down the nets this year?
I mean, I feel like UNC has more of a chance than Purdue. I feel like Purdue always is underwhelming when it comes to playing in March, and that even started early this year. Of course, them losing in the Big Ten semifinals before even reaching the big tournament. And I mean, the duo between RJ Davis and Armando Bacot I feel like has a higher ceiling for success this late in the season than a team led by Zach Edey, that is the Purdue Boilermakers. So right now, both these teams, they have that ceiling, but I think UNC is a little bit higher.
No, I completely agree with everything you just said. I like UNC. You said Davis and Bacot, extremely good duo. The thing is, if Davis struggles, the offense tends to struggle and take a step back. They're going to need players like Harrison Ingram and Cormac Ryan to transfers to step up. As far as Purdue goes, I don't like him in the tourney. They've shown it the last couple years that they're just not the team. They lost to a 16 seed and a 15 seed in the last 2 years. They're getting a winner of the first 4 for the second year in a row, which last year was part of the reason they lost. They do have 4 10-per-game scorers, including Zach Edey, but if someone can shut down Zach Edey, they're probably going to lose. So I really just don't like the Boilermakers. They're a team that do really well in the regular season, but you said it. They lost in the Big Ten. They're going to probably lose again early in this tournament.
The South Carolina Gamecocks finished the regular season 26-7, losing in the SEC quarterfinals to Auburn. Now, as a 6th seed set to face the 11-seeded Oregon Ducks, South Carolina looks to build on a season where they have exceeded expectations. Texas Tech, who is also a 6th seed, lost to Houston in the Big 12 semifinals. They are lined up to face the ACC champions, 11-seeded NC State. Can either of these teams make a deep run in the tournament?
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of either squad. I like South Carolina to beat Oregon in the first round. I think Oregon's good, but they're just not the team I think is South Carolina. But they most likely run into Creighton in the second round, too. I think Creighton is one of these teams this year that's going to go real far. As far as Texas Tech, I think they also got a tough draw with NC State. They're going to get a really hot team at the wrong time. Though NC State magic may have run out, which I think can help benefit Texas Tech. They're coming on a 5-game win streak, at a Cinderella story in their own conference tournament. The thing is, even if they do win, it's another tough draw with Kentucky most likely in the second round. I think it's going to hurt both of their chances. Even if they can win in the first round, it's going to be hard to do in the second round.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting between both these teams. I mean, South Carolina has a lot of depth. They have 10, almost 11 guys. One guy has 9.9 minutes per game, so almost 11 guys with double-digit minutes. So they have a lot of guys playing meaningful minutes throughout the entire season, and we'll see if that remains the same in the tournament, because that depth could be really important in keeping their big guys really well rested late in the game during crunch time when they're going to be needed most, and maybe that can help them win a few games as the other team gets a little tired.
The Auburn Tigers ended up on the 4 line after a 27-7 season and winning the SEC tournament. They boast one of the best defenses in the country and are led by 16 per game scorer Johnny Broom. The Tigers are 7-4 under head coach Bruce Pearl in the NCAA tournament games and get number 13 Yale in the first round. The 3-seeded Kentucky Wildcats are led by a core of 5 10 per game scorers and scored just shy of 90 as a team. They lost to Texas in the SEC quarterfinals, but went 23-9 this season and were 5-2 versus top 25 opponents. The Wildcats get the Horizon League winners 14-seeded Oakland in the first round. Ben, do you see either of these squads as true contenders?
You know, it's going to be really interesting. I think Kentucky might be a true contender. It'll be interesting to see how far their offensive might can take them, because their offense has been, really, really solid, one of the best in the country. But if they have any off night, if their offense is shut down by any defense, their run will be over. So they could be a contender, but it really all depends on their consistency. As for Auburn, another depth team that can use a lot of different players, and that, as well as I said with South Carolina, can be really useful, especially in a tournament where you're playing a lot of games really close together, keeping your big guys fresh as games go along, as you continue to move through the tournament. But I mean, you never know what's going to happen. So either of these teams can be taken down. It just, depends on, any style of play from either of these teams.
Yeah, I really like the Tigers. That are excellent on both sides of the ball. As you mentioned, they're pretty deep. They're going to give opponents fits on the defense, but they are in the hardest region. I think the East this year is the hardest region of all 4. Kentucky is in the easier South, but I think which is going to see a few upsets, which could benefit Kentucky going deep into this tournament. But they're going to need defense to win these games.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue talking about March Madness here on WTOP-10.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black. Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Scoring, going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. A game I think people should pay some attention to during the round of 64 is 7-seeded Washington State against 10-seeded Drake. As many games between two closely seeded teams are, this one is a toss-up with both teams having the talent to beat the other. However, I believe that Washington State has the upper hand due to its stronger schedule in the Pac-12 and more statement victories. Who do you think takes this one, Brian?
Honestly, I'm going against you here. Give me the Drake Bulldogs. Tucker DeVries leads the team. 20 per game score, is so good in all facets of the game. He's just really think he could single-handedly lead this team through the first round. They were 2-1 versus Indiana State, which I think is a team that should have made the tourney, because I know Bulldogs don't have a lot of statement wins, as you mentioned, that Washington State has, but I think that those Indiana State wins really tell a good story. Wazoo was a good defense, but Drake is a good offense. It feels like the offense is going to prevail in this one.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, have the same thing. Drake has a high-powered offense. They're not, going to go away lightly, even though they're the 10 seed in this one. But I mean, these teams are really close. But then again, I really do think that the strength of schedule is going to play a factor. Even though it's March and you never know what's going to happen, I feel like it will play a factor. I mean, Washington State lost to Colorado, who could make it in. Oregon and Arizona, they've beaten. So they have a lot of those statement wins, and I think they can take this one.
My first game to watch features the Duke Blue Devils and the Vermont Catamounts in a 4-13 game on Friday night. The Blue Devils have lost back-to-back games, including to NC State in the ACC quarterfinal. The Catamounts come in winners of the America East Conference and 19 of their last 20 games. Vermont has a top 10 defense in the country, but have yet to take on an AP top 25 team this season. Vermont is making their third straight appearance in the tournament, though. Ben, who do you like in this matchup?
I mean, Duke has a lot of experience when it comes to playing in the NCAA tournament. I mean, it seems like it's a yearly thing, but a lot of that recently has come with Coach K. And since he's retired, we've kind of seen a little bit downcline. Not enough where they're completely out of everything, but to the point where, you kind of have to question a little bit, are they still going to be that dominant force when it comes to facing other really good teams? So I think there is a chance that Vermont could take this one and be one of those crazy upsets, but I also think that Duke probably does come away with this one.
I'm really have confused on this one. I don't know if it's Duke or Vermont. I do like Vermont, but I think I'm going to say Vermont on this one.
My next game is between an 8 seed and a 9 seed, as 8 seed Mississippi State takes on 9 seed Michigan State to open up the tournament on Thursday afternoon. Michigan State has not lived up to the high expectations set on them from their past success. However, head coach Tom Izzo's March experience can help push the team forward. What are your expectations for this game, Brian?
This game is going to be very, very tight. These two teams are very evenly matched. Mississippi State has some pretty big wins on their resume. Beat Tennessee twice, a 2 seed this year, but they did lose 2 of 3 to Auburn. They were 3-6 versus top 25 teams, though, so it just kind of shows those better teams kind of hard to beat for them. Michigan State, though, really good defensive big men, not very good shooting the 3. They were 2-7 versus top 25 teams. So again, just very even resumes, very close teams. This game is going to be very tight. I really am not sure who's going to win it.
Absolutely. I mean, all 8-9 games are toss-ups, and I mean, this one right here is probably going to be the biggest one of them all when it comes to saying, oh yeah, this is a toss-up between 2 very even teams. But I mean, head coach Tom Izzo, he thrives in March. This is what kind of the culture he's created at Michigan State, and this is the time where his team and his schemes really shine.
My other game to watch is number 6 Clemson Tigers against the number 11 New Mexico Lobos. The Tigers come in 21-11 and lost in the second round of the ACC tournament by 20 to Boston College. They're led by PJ Hall and Syracuse transfer Joseph Girard. They start this season red hot 11-1, but finished 10-10 and losers of 3 of 4. The Lobos won the Mountain West Conference as the 6th seed and boast a 26-9 record. They scored just over 80 points per game and are +4 in the turnover margin. Ben, do you see a hot Lobos team or a streaky Tigers squad moving to the round of 32?
I absolutely think that we're going to see New Mexico come away with this victory. I mean, it's all about streaks during a long season, and right now, New Mexico is hitting its stride, and Clemson is tripping and falling over themselves and kind of sputtering into the tournament. So I'd have to think that New Mexico kind of has that edge. But then again, it's March, so you could turn around on a dime, and all of a sudden Clemson, beats New Mexico by 25, and we're saying, oh, this Clemson team is hot. So it's really a toss-up, but I think New Mexico.
I'm also with you on New Mexico there. Jalen House led them through the Mountain West Conference, 23 points per game in their conference games. They were 10-8 in a very competitive Mountain West, where the first seed went 14-4. I don't like Clemson. I think they're going to ride on Joseph Girard, so I really like New Mexico here.
We've talked about the top teams. We've also talked about some dark horses. But what team do you think people should keep an eye on as the tournament begins this week?
Give me the McNeese State Cowboys. Led by head coach Will Wade, the former LSU head coach who got fired due to recruiting problems. They're led by Shahada Wells, who scores 17 per game, 4 assists. He's just really good, does everything for this team. They're one of 4 teams in the tournament this year with 30 wins. They ran through the Southland Conference at 17-1 record and ran through the conference tournament as well. Their top 5 scorers shoot 40% beyond the arc. Will Wade, is bringing that SEC-style offense to the Southland Conference, to McNeese State. Their biggest problem, though, they didn't play a team that's in the tournament this season. So this is the first real test season. They get Gonzaga in the first round. It's going to be real tough test for them. But if they can do it, I really see them as maybe even an Elite 8 team this year.
I mean, that's an issue we've seen a lot with them not playing a lot of teams that are towards the top in the tournament right now. But I mean, as you said, Will Wade bringing that SEC style over to McNeese and really turning around the program from 500 to 30-3. Really impressive. And I think that experience that he brings makes the team a little more formidable. And as you said, could bring a little bit more problems to this tournament.
Ben, I give you my one team to watch, but who are you watching to make some noise throughout the tournament?
You know, I'm giving you San Diego State. And I know that they were in the Final Four last season, but I mean, once again, you know, they might not be as firepowered as they were last season. But then again, we say it all the time, it's March. Anything can happen. They can recapture that glory. As you see it right now, 74.6 points per game, only allowing 66.6 points per game, and still shooting pretty well from the field at 44%. That three-point percentage, though, is going to be probably the most glaring issue we see with San Diego State. If they can fix that, or if they end up, shooting the lights out to start this tournament and really turn it around, that could be a huge sign that they can go on another run this season.
Yeah, you mentioned that excellent defense, but I think the biggest problem here is that they're in the hardest region, that eastern region. They're going to have to probably go through Auburn, UConn, Illinois, or Iowa State to get all the way through. I think they're in a really tough region with a streaky offense at times. Jaden Ledee as a freshman is going to be hard to rely on through a tournament. Those big lights can be hard sometimes for a freshman. The defense is going to have to carry them a lot versus other teams that play really good defense throughout this tournament, and I just don't fully see them as that team this year.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. I think maybe a team that could go, I possibly think they can go to the finals, but it will remain to be seen until this tournament starts.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Ben will be joined by one of our producers, Alex Brooks, here on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Joining me now is Alex Brooks, one of our producers. Alex, what do you have for me tonight?
Well, Ben, we have a lot to cover, so we'll keep it here with the college hoops as March Madness is getting ready to tip off later this week. With everyone getting ready to make their brackets, there are a lot of teams that could and will bust many brackets in this tournament. Ben, I raise you the question, what team are you the most confident in being a fast break upset?
I am absolutely the most confident in number 15 Long Beach State over number 2 Arizona in the round of 15. They fired head coach Dan Monson. He's still coaching, but they have him set to be fired when they're done playing. But he won their conference championship to make it to the NCAA tournament. And I just think it would be so perfect for this team to have one of the biggest upsets this year And whether the coach still leaves or if he ends up staying because of all this, I think it'd just be a really fun storyline.
Man, you're giving me a lot of energy here, Ben. Well, my upset is going to be the number 15 St. Peter's Peacocks over Tennessee. As you look at their resume right there, they were the 2024 MAC tournament champions. Points per game were 65.3, rebounds per game were 35.6. You see all there. St. Peter's has beat Fairfield, but it seems like maybe history might repeat itself, and I think they can make a run for the Peacocks. Well, it may be March Madness, but we have breaking news in the last hour here on Stick to Sports as Blake Snell is headed to the San Francisco Giants on a 2-year, $62 million deal. Snell adds to a rotation in need of an ace with Logan Webb and Robbie Ray as other serviceable options. Ben, how big is this signing for the boys in the Bay Area?
I mean, this is absolutely a huge deal. I mean, it is a lot per year. It's still $31 million per year, but he has that opt-out. So he's really betting on himself, Snell, to, have a consistent season and, get that big contract he was looking for this offseason. But as for the Giants, absolutely huge. I mean, you mentioned Logan Webb. He was a runner-up to Snell this past season for the NL Cy Young. So now to pair the two up in the same rotation, I mean, the 1-2 punch is now one of the best in the National League, and maybe in all of baseball. And they also have a lot of young guys. They also added Jordan Hicks. And I mean, they also added Soler, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman. What an offseason for this Giants team.
Yeah, what an offseason. They are one of the young, promising teams here in the National League and in all of baseball. I mean, Snell provides you, obviously, with Cy Young caliber talent. He's a proven guy. He has playoff experience. This this rotation wasn't really catching anyone's attention, but now that Snell is in here, they made that big splash, and it's gonna. I'm sure that it's gonna make dividends for them in the NL West. Let's move to the gridiron, as there were a lot of moves and headlines that made its way across the NFL world last week. Many quarterbacks and running backs found new homes during the start of the new year, and many teams will look very different come September. Ben, we are a week into free agency, so who is your 7-day champion of the free agency frenzy?
I mean, you mentioned running backs just a second ago, and I think the biggest one of the biggest ones, I should say, because you're about to get to another one, Derrick Henry going to the Baltimore Ravens. And I know that it's only one signing for the Ravens, but the running game has been an issue. They've had to rely so much on Lamar Jackson, and while adding Derrick Henry doesn't take that away necessarily from them using his legs, it really gives them that second option that teams are going to be very, very afraid of, and give maybe Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry more room to run and more of those chunk plays to get first downs and more points.
Well, no surprise here. My 7-day winner is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. They signed Saquon to a 3-year deal. That will be big for them behind that offensive line. They signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, brought him back from the Lions, and you obviously see Huff, Devin White, got Pickett from the Steelers being in backup options. So, the Eagles, they're my 7-day winner for free agency.
We're going to take a quick break here on Stick to Sports, and thanks once again to Alex for the fast break. And when we come back, Brian, Alex, and I will head into extra innings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Stick to Sports on WTOP-10.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of times.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Now let's get ready for everyone's favorite here on WTOP-10, Extra Innings. And before we get into our extra inning best bets, let's take a look at the extra inning standings. And guys, I mean, 1-4 last week. I know you guys are really happy right now, but I'm kind of in the dumps.
I'm not very happy. I'm in second.
I know.
I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I want to be first.
Lead it again. Let's go.
6-4 for Brian, 5-5 for Ben, and then me in the dumpster with 3-7. Hopefully this week I can kind of get some of your guys' magic with your best bets, hopefully, so I can get out of the dumps. But we'll move over to our first matchup. It's going to be number 10 Colorado versus number 10 Boise State. And Ben, I'll have you start off.
You know, it's the play-in. It's the play-in. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be one of those toss-ups. Colorado and Boise State in the conference together. I'm gonna go with Colorado. They have them at -2.5, and you know they've played very well against teams that are already in the tournament right now. So I think that they are probably the best option to make it past Boise.
I agree. I think it's a really tough matchup for the Buffaloes, but I do like Colorado at 2.5.
Yeah, I'm going to go Colorado as well, so I'm going to kind of take a page out of your guys' book so I can get back up there in the standings. But, excuse me, we'll move over to number 10 Nevada versus number 7 Dayton. Brian, I'll have you start off for this one.
The Wolfpack, really good team this year. They're actually favored as a lower seed, a 1-point favorite, so it's really not by much, but I do like them over Dayton here. Give me the Wolfpack.
I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to go with Dayton. I do like both teams here. Both teams, they have what I like. They have a little of that flair. But I got to say, Dayton and Nevada, it's so close. Toss up, I'm going with Dayton.
Ben, I am going to agree with you right there with Dayton. So we'll move over to our next matchup. It's going to be number 13 Samford versus number 4 Kansas. Ben, start us off here.
You know, I think this is going to be, it's probably going to be more favored towards Kansas, of course, as we see at the spread, -7.5. But I'm going to go with Samford. I'm going to take the Samford upset here in the first round. Kansas has not looked that good this season, or at least much worse than they have in the last few seasons. I'm taking Samford.
Yeah, Kansas favored in this matchup, but it very much is dependent on if Dickinson is healthy. If he's not, I think very easy Samford win, and I'm not sure about him, so I'm going to go right with you on Samford.
Well, I'm not going to pick my upset in this game. I'm going to take the Jayhawks. I feel like they will win this matchup. So we'll move over to number 13, Charleston versus number 4, Alabama. Brian, let's do this.
Give me Charleston. Alabama, 9.5-point favorites. Something about Charleston this year, they played really well over San Diego State last year. I think they were kind of that upset team that lost in the first round, but I do like them this year again versus Alabama. I think they got the win.
While I don't think Alabama's going to go much further than after maybe the round of 32, Alabama's offense is so high-powered. I got to take them to at least win one game until in this tournament.
Well, I'm going to take the Crimson Tide on this one. Alabama is going to win on that 9.5 spread. And we will move over to our last matchup here in the NCAA March Madness round of 64. Grand Canyon versus number 5 St. Mary's. St. Mary's opening up as 5.5 favorites. Ben, start us off.
Another really close one between these two teams that, I've learned a lot over these last few days about who these two teams are. And I'm going to take Grand Canyon in this one. Another upset.
I agree. I like Grand Canyon here. Super fast offense versus stifling defense, but I just think the offense is going to win. I just don't like St. Mary's in this tournament setting.
I really didn't pick an upset here, so I'm going to actually go with number 12 Grand Canyon here, and we all have Grand Canyon to upset here.
And that's all the time we have on this episode of Stick to Sports. Be sure to tune in next week right here on WTOP-10.
Welcome to Off the Clock. We are so excited to be back for another season. I'm Stephanie Genesi.
And I'm Maddie Durant, and as you can see, we are missing 2 people. Jill unfortunately graduated, and Natalie isn't able to be on the show this semester. But don't worry, because she's going to be back making some surprise guest appearances, so...
As you can see, we have a new girl sitting with us, Cece. Now, would you like to introduce everyone?
Hi, my name is Cece. I like chicken, pasta. Right now, I'm feeling for like a burger, 3 stacks. So
we're hungry today.
Yeah,
we're hungry today. Yep.
But yeah, I'm a junior here at SUNY Oswego, so I'm excited.